Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, a little good news for the Yankees and Jazz Chisholm Jr. Dealing with the elbow strain, the UCL strain there. So it turns out, at least the Yankee doctors are saying at this moment, that he will not require surgery. So it looks like he dodges the bullet there. And then Jazz himself feels like that once he does the minimum amount of days on the 10-day IL, he should be able to come back. Now, that seems to be a little too optimistic, but overall it seems like the Yankees will still get him back at some point during this 2024 campaign. So just do a quick pop on that. But you also make sure to get these updates like this. If you're a podcast subscriber, so wherever you're listening right now, make sure you subscribe. And of course, there's the YouTube version of the show, Section 420 Talkin Yankees. Check it out, find it, and subscribe there as well. So, last time here in the podcast, kind of mentioned that it looks like it was aiming that he was probably going to need surgery on that UCL. Again, that was sliding in at home during the Chicago White Sox series, because we see the way he plays with reckless abandon, as they say, a little too much there. And again, this looked like a similar situation. Even Gleyber Torres back, I think when he was in the Yankees minor league system, had a similar situation. He kind of slid in hard at home there, and he needed Tommy John surgery. So again, it seems to be an occurrence that happens. But I guess after the Yankees doctors looked at Jazz there, they determined that he will not need the surgery, at least at this moment, and can just rehab his way back. Timetable is a little sketchy. Again, this is also reported by John Heyman as well. There's no actual timetable. But again, this is the fact that he's not done for the season. I guess could take that as a little positive there. So in the meantime, with him in IL, they called up Oswald Peraza, who I guess is on his eighth chance with the Yankees there. And look, first game there, comes through, hits a home run, which is like, it's like all the hype and all the hoopla about him. And it seems like, he hits homers in the minors, but really hasn't done much here up on the major league levels. Now, to be fair with him, he's gotten a lot of inconsistent play from the Yankees, and he's got hurt a few times himself when they did give him an opportunity. But it looks like he is at least going to get an opportunity here in the short term at third base there, as they kind of rotate with him and DJ playing a little first base. And, of course, you always have Oswaldo Cabrera floating around, again, playing multiple positions there. So here's an opportunity for Peraza. Again, this is his eighth or ninth chance there that if he wants to lock down a spot and own a job, well, it looks like they're going to at least give it to him in the short term there. So Yankees taking that first game 3-0 there. You guys, yet another home run from Aaron Judge. Are you shocked there? And a good clean outing from Garrett Cole. Only gives you 6 innings there, but dominating, 8 strikeouts. Still like to see him get a little stretch out a little bit more. Seems like the Yankees not really willing to go past 6 innings on him just yet. But it was just good to see just a clean, old-fashioned win, 3-0. A couple of home runs, and it's a good start. Good strong start by a starter there. It's just kind of throwback of this, when things are going good for the Yankees. That's the type of win you like to see. I know it's against Detroit there, not playing for much. But figure just throw that little insert there. Probably I don't know if we'll do a wrap-up of the Detroit series unless something really compelling happens in the next 2 games there. This is kind of a little bit of a ho-hum kind of series for the Yankees, on this current road trip. And another roster move. Guess worth mentioning, call up Tim Maiza. Remember, they got him from the Toronto Blue Jays a couple weeks ago. They designated for him an assignment. Again, he was seen as someone, he had a high ERA. He was giving up a lot of hits. But if you look at his ground ball ratio, it seemed like the Yankees, there was something they liked about that. So they figured they could bring him in here. Maybe they could get him, corrected a little bit. And he could kind of be back to the form he was 2 or 3 seasons ago with Toronto. When, again, he was a very good, reliable option out of the bullpen. And it's just kind of funny with the Yankees. They've kind of, put a lot of lefties in there. We've seen a lot of come and go. I know they got Tim Hill in there. Of course, Caleb Ferguson, no longer with the Yankees. They traded him off to Houston, but he was in there for a while. They still really haven't found that replacement for Wandy Peralta. And again, they've shuffled a lot of guys in and out of here, but still looking for that Wandy Peralta option, who, again, was great for the Yankees, fantastic, and they kind of let him go to the Padres. I think they could have been a little bit more competitive in trying to bring him back there. And even at the trade deadline, I guess San Diego was technically in it a little bit, so I guess Wandy really wasn't out there for a trade option. But you can just see the Yankees always bringing these lefties, and a lot of them like a kind of resurrection projects and rehab projects, and guys a little bit maybe past their age a little bit and in their prime, but still really haven't found that piece to replace Wandy Peralta. So I guess we'll see what Mazza can do for the Yankees. So that's the episode right now. A quick short insert. So Jazz very likely look like he could be back this season. He thinks it's almost right away. That might be a little bit too optimistic, but at least it's not a total loss where you need surgery where you could be gone there. So let's see how that goes. Catch you next time.